Welcome guys to the first section of this course, and it's about the self-awareness. So what do you think is the most important to be a self-aware? The most important thing is a purpose of your career, purpose of your life, right? So what do you think about purpose? A dictionary meaning of a purpose is the reason behind something to be done, right? You set your goal, you should have a reason behind it. So do you think you should have only one purpose in your life, right? No, you should have you can have many purposes depending upon the areas of your life. And what are the main areas of our life? Maybe our health, career, relationship, and money. Sorry. So these are the areas of our life, and you can have different purposes depending upon your different goals which you are setting for, right? So you're probably thinking, why should I have at least a one purpose in our life or in your career, right? Why you need it? Suppose why you need it. Okay, that's very important. You should have that. That's at most requirement. Reason behind it, because once you start doing something and you know the reason behind it, right, you don't feel lost in between your life, right? You start some task and you don't have the purpose of doing it, you start feeling lost, you start feeling the connection. Let me give you the example of it. Do you happen to have between person or some person around you who are little bit like saying sometimes like they are feeling bored, they don't know how to spend the time, right? Do you know why? There are two reasons behind it. Can be a possible two reason. That person hasn't set any goal, or in case he has set some goal but he don't have a strong purpose. Yes, you should have a strong purpose of doing the goal or achieving the goals. If you don't have the reason behind doing it, you will lost in between. So what exactly the purpose is giving? Purpose is giving you sense of meaning to do something. Okay, it will constantly reminding you that you have to achieve your goal, because this is the reason behind it. You might be have many goals, but you don't have a purpose, then you will not drive. You cannot drive yourself towards your goal. That's very important, guys. Okay, so you might be thinking, what is the benefit of the purpose? Suppose I have said the purpose, right? If you have, that's very good, but what is the benefit? The first of all, most important benefit is to be a focus. As I said, you will not feel lost, you'll not feel disconnect with your goals if you have a focused purpose, right? So if you have a focus, you will get the passion as well. Okay, and at most, on all of this thing, the topmost thing is a gratification, right? When you're doing something, when you're creating, when you're finishing something, there is a sense of accomplishment, right? So when you have that sense of accomplishment, guys, you will feel happy. That's very important. You wanted to feel happy when you have something which you have accomplished. Happiness has itself a very subjective thing, which we can discuss sometimes. Okay, but now let's concentrate on to the purpose. So once you have a purpose, most important thing which you start feeling is a positive. You start feeling positive, you're feeling that positivity because you get that sense of accomplishment by doing something and having a purpose behind it. Yes, that's very important, guys. And you start experiencing something around you which will definitely makes a difference in your life, right? So do you guys think that have a purpose, like there can be a destructive purpose as well and a constructive purpose? So you should have a constructive and positive purpose. So once you have a positive and constructive purpose, then only you can achieve what you want. So let me quickly give you an example of that. Suppose you have four shopkeepers around you, right? But you choose to go only one shopkeeper, even though all of them are selling the same thing. Suppose they are this guy is having a stationery shop. Okay, those guys having the same material, same thing which you want, but you choose to go to one place. Why it is so? Don't you think there is a purpose behind that of that shopkeeper which you can smell? Suppose you are going to some guy, he has not set his purpose while serving his customer. Okay, you reach to his shop and you are asking something, he's not giving attention to you, he's not giving a proper service, he's not even speaking to you, he's just asking what you want and he's just giving, he's shutting his mouth like he's not helping you, right? He's not giving a quality service to you. What do you feel? You feel, you'll not feel connect with him, right? Because why it is so? Because that guy is having only one purpose, which you are smelling, is to just sell his stuff, just to sell his products, just to sell, get the money from that customer. That's it. He's not thinking about the result he has to give to his customer. On counterpart of that, the shopkeeper which you like to go, he's giving attention to you, he's giving quality service to you. If you are asking something to him, right, he's suggesting some better quality stuff to you, you're feeling connected with him because his purpose is very clear, that he has to serve a customer, right? And earning, yeah, everyone is earning, they have their profits already, they have their margins into that, so they all are earning, right? But the purpose is making a difference there. So you should have a positive and constructive purpose, guys. That's very important. So do you think to set a purpose, by setting a purpose, will it affect the relationship? Yes. If you have a purpose, you start feeling that positivity, it has a lot of effect onto your relationship. You start feeling helping others, right? You start feeling gratification, you start feeling gratitude, you start feeling, positive all time. If you have a purpose, very strong purpose. Let's take an example. You have some relatives which you don't like, right? It happens with a lot of people, but you have very strong purpose to talk with them anytime, every time, to give that smile, to spread that happiness, even though you don't like them, but you have a strong purpose, you can spend time with them as well, right? So you have to need to have a strong purpose, guys. That's very important. So what are you waiting for, right? Just take a pen, take a paper, write down your purposes, which can belongs to different areas of your life, right? It's very important, right? You can have, as I mentioned, right, there are four main areas of your life, like health, career, relationship, and money, right? Beyond that, you can identify many other areas of your life, but write down the purpose of it, and you will definitely get some benefit out of it. Because as I mentioned, focus, you are getting focus, you are not getting lost if you have a purpose, very strong purpose, right? And it is going to be stay there, it will help you to drive towards your goal. That's very important. But do you think, okay, I have set my purpose, it will solve my issue, right? It will solve everything for me. I have set my purpose, I write it down onto the piece of paper, and that's it. No, you need some motivation to drive towards your goal. Yeah, purpose. Can you use your purpose to motivate yourself self to achieve your goals? Or are you use any other motivation to achieve your goals to get that purpose, right? What is exactly about the motivation? Is there a self motivation, or can you get a motivation from somewhere outside? Stay tuned for that. The next video is all about the motivations. So go ahead and see that video after this video, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.